Hey guys, it's your girl Yo-Yo here, and I'm here with a beginner friendly makeup look. As you can see right here, it's giving hair, it's giving makeup, it's giving mindful, it's giving modest, it's giving demure, it's giving all of the above, okay? So if you want to achieve this look, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so let's begin. First off, I'm starting with a fresh face. Like I literally just washed my face. I just got up. So I literally just washed my face. So we got to start off with a fresh face. Make sure there's no oil, no dirt, no nothing, right? Now, the key to successful, flawless makeup, the key to a nice blended makeup is to have a good self-care routine, right? Make sure you do your skincare routine. Make sure you put your sunscreen, your vitamin C serums, and all of that beautiful fancy stuff. Put it on your face, okay? It's gonna be like your what is it? Your refresher for your face. It's like your water, okay? It's like your water in the morning before you start your day. That's what it is, okay? So I'm definitely going to be doing that. Got to make sure my face is really, really clean before I apply makeup. It's really important to do this step. Do not skip this step, okay? Do not apply makeup on dirty face. You just gonna make your skin just break out, and we don't got time for that, okay? We don't. See, we don't got time for that, okay? Okay, I do want to say, Black queens, wear your sunscreen too. Wear your sunscreen too. Okay, I just started getting into wearing sunscreen, and do I see a difference? No, but but the whole idea and the whole goal of a sunscreen is protect your face from the sun, right? Whether you are black, white, orange, green, whatever color you are, you're supposed to protect your face from the sun, okay? Because the sun is very hot, and it's like you're cooking your face, okay? So you need to put like something like some heat protectant on your face. Heat protectant on your face, okay? So blackies, black girlies, black queens, darkies, please wear sunscreen. Okay, thank you. Okay, y'all, so I just finished my skincare routine off of the camera. As you can see, the skin is glowing. I look way better than before. So next we have to use our primer. Okay, depending on the type of skin that you have, if you have oily skin, if you have dry skin, or if you have a combination skin, will depend on which primer you will have to get. There's mattifying primer, there is combination like tone adjusting primers, there's hydrating primers, right? I am very much of a oily skin, giving kind of combination, but oily skin type of girl. So I'm going to just be using the tone adjusting face primer. It's in like the brand Elf. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, it's Elf. I'm gonna be using this. I do have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Primer Base. It hydrates. I do have this one, but for me, I don't need nothing hydrating, if that makes sense. Because like I said, my type of skin that I have is oily. And so I don't need that. I just apply it all on my face. Like, it even mattifies my skin, if that makes sense. Now we're gonna go ahead and do our eyebrows. Okay, so ladies, how I do my eyebrows. Okay, so I take the current edge control that I use for my edges. I take that current one, right, and I use a spoolie to basically brush up my brows. There are products already made for this that will help you tame your brows, but why would I spend money when I already have edge control every time and I have these spoolies at home? So just make my own, right? And so I just take a little bit and I just brush up my eyebrows, just basically taming them. Sometimes your eyebrows can go all over the place. excuse me for my bruffle this beautiful morning, all over my all over the place, right? So you just want to make sure that they stay in one place. So I'm just brushing it up. As you can see me, I'm doing over here, brushing it up and making sure that they lay flat. Okay? Flat. Okay, so now the key to my brows, okay? I take any pressed powder that I will want, usually a natural color. This is the LA Colors neutral shade in the loose powder. And then I apply it with just this little miniature fluffy brush. And then I press it onto my brows. This gives a clear canvas for you to draw your brows in. Trust me, do this, do this, do this. It also helps you give, like, if you're using a pencil to draw in your brows, it gives a smooth canvas. And also sometimes our brows can be shiny, especially when putting the edge control. It can be shiny, so you want to mattify it basically. So basically you look like this. I know it's giving crazy, right? You look like this. But now after you have this, you can get your pencil or your pomade. Okay. I usually was rocking with pomade. I just stopped for a moment and I switched to pencil. So if you have a pomade, this is the pomade. It is in the color, I believe, okay, it doesn't have a color on here, but I believe it was dark brown. It is dark brown, okay? Dark brown. And I have this brush right here. It's very, very small and very, very thin, basically. It has like a little angle to it. That is what I use if I'm going to use the pomade, right? But I'm going in with a brown, dark brown pencil to do this. Yeah, make sure the pencil is always sharpened. Guys, I just sharpened the pencil. It is sharpened, as you can see. What is that? Anyways, it is sharpened, as you can see. Now, you see how the powder gave a clear vision on where and how your brows looked. Okay. Key, make sure you always have your brows waxed, shaved, whatever you want to do. Listen, sometimes I don't have money to go get it wet. No, get one of these. Simple. Okay, don't stress yourself out. Okay, so I basically start off on the bottom and just work my way up. Well, not up, but curve it. And I stop wherever I see the last ends of my hair. And I continue, just basically, sometimes I just go up, just creating some new brows, new little lines of hair for myself. And then I draw on the top because I feel like it's too thin on the top. So I just draw it in. Literally, you can make or break your brows, okay? So literally draw it however you want it to look. I don't usually worry about this step because my concealer is going to clean it up. Okay, my concealer is going to clean it up. So don't try to make sure that, oh, I got to get like the perfect crisp line. No, your concealer is going to help you get that perfect and crisp line. So that's how I do with the pencil. So I'm going to show you with the pomade. Pomade, I make sure this brush is as flat as possible, possibly using the edge control to make sure it's flat. Okay, now I take my pomade, just apply a little bit. Now I do the same thing. Now I ain't gonna lie, pomade apply like it is butter. We gonna see, like, cause they be applying. They be applying. And then do the same thing like I did over there. Create fake front brows. Just something, you know, just like that. Just like that. I ain't gonna lie, I love the pomade because that was fast, that was easy. The pencil, sometimes you gotta draw that thing in. So I'm gonna touch up with the pomade over here on this side, because why not? I feel like I gave myself a cute arch over there. But anywho, we here. Okay, you can tell the difference regardless. Okay, so to clean up my brows, I have 2 different concealer shapes. Also, let me put y'all on. These are some great dupes. I don't know why they call it dupes. This is the NK Makeup Perfection Multi-Use Concealer. Super coverage. Okay, I got 2. One in the color or the number 11 and the other in the number 12. The 12 number color is Ebony and the 11 is, I think it's walnut. It's walnut. So I use the Ebony for the top and then the walnut for the bottom. I'm going to show you how I really apply it. So since we're starting on the bottom first, I'm going to use the walnut number 11 and I use a rounded brush like this, small, okay, so I can have a better control on where and how much the product is going. So I applied that much product and I go ahead and I start right here. I don't even know where to call that. And I just go ahead and just clean up my brows. This is basically your opportunity to basically clean up your brows to where you want it to be. Overall goal, where you want the line to be and everything. So when I do the front, I don't put that much product. You can still see that I've made the line, but I don't put that much product as you can see from the back. And so I just blend it out downwards. And that is basically it, just cleaning up the brows, right? I'm gonna do it on the other side. All right, so I look just like this. Oh. Now for the top brows, I use this little bit bigger brush, right? And then I'm going to use this foundation that I'll be using basically. I want to give, like, you can see my eyebrows, but then again, I want it to look like it's natural a bit. Give me a second, y'all. The foundation's new. Okay, we're gonna open because it's not pouring out. Okay, so basically I just want to clean off the white, basically. I'm not trying to mess up anything that I got going on already. Just follow your line. Follow your line. I'm gonna do the same for the other side. Looking just like this. Oh, I dropped something. Give me a second. Okay, so the next thing I want us to go to is the eyeshadow. Okay, eyelids. So what I want to do is basically use the concealer in Ebony number 12, and I'm going to place it on my eyelids, right? And then I'm going to use this a little bit denser brush to basically compact it in. So just like this. Just like this. You haven't done foundation yet, so don't worry about you looking crazy, because you don't look crazy. Don't worry about it. Just trying to make sure it gets on in there. Just like that. Just like that. I know I look cool, but just like that, right? And so the next step you want to do is take that same powder that you use for your eyebrows. You are pressing it onto your eyelids. Okay, we're taking a little bit of product, pressing it into the eyelids. Okay, to help us get a better base for our eyeshadow that we're about to apply. Just like this, y'all. Just like this. I'm sorry, my mirror is right here, so I'm trying to look at myself and also show the camera what I'm talking about. So just like this, you see how it's mattified, it's given, okay? Now we're about to get into the eyeshadow. I'm using a palette, Milani Gilded Mini. Let me show you the palette. It is so pretty. I got it as a gift. So pretty. I'm going to use this palette today. Today we're going to be using the darkest shade, also this gold. So the darkest shade and this gold to give it very much of a neutral, natural color. And so this right here is my favorite brush. I am not a pro at brush names. So anything that's good for the eyeshadow to apply the base, basically the neutral base, which I'm going to apply this brown one, right? And I'm going to apply it at the corner of the lid just to give it that smoky brown neutral look. So add it at that, and you're making sure that it's all around, coming all the way over here, all around, because this is the base. Oh, excuse me for my voice, y'all. Like I said, just woke up. I woke up like this. We don't do her over here. Sorry. Yeah, do the same for the other side. So your eyeshadow looks just like this. Okay, it's giving very much neutral, very much simplistic, very much mindful, very much demure. So now we're gonna add the gold. Okay, so I'm gonna get like another round flat kind of brush going on thing, and we're going to apply this gold literally in the middle. It's really pigmented, you can see it. Really, like, it's something slight, okay, nothing too much. Literally at the middle, just like that. The middle of your eyelids, making it seem like you got some halo thing going on. I'm trying to apply as much product as I need to make sure that my gold is noticeable, like depending on how you want it to look. Okay, I want it to look like you can see my gold, so I'm gonna add a little bit more, so just like this. Okay, so next we are going to apply foundation. We did our eyebrows are on fleek. We did the eyeshadow. It's giving neutral, it's giving princess, it's giving queen, period. Okay, cool. So now we're moving on to foundation. Now foundation, we already put our primer. Now it's just time for us to put our foundation. Foundation is really beautiful, really important, right? Just basically evening out your whole entire face, you know, making sure that you don't have two different colors, discoloration and all of that. Foundation is literally what it is. Foundation, okay, to just make sure that everything is smooth, everything looks the same. Okay, so now I use two currently. Listen, on all these makeup is really cheap. Okay, listen, for the girlies that are not there yet, we understand. I'm here for you. Okay, so we're using the elf. This is how it looks. I'm so sorry y'all for my voice. The elf flawless satin foundation, and I also use the Ruby Kiss fresh all day but matte. Okay, like I said, oily, so I don't have time for any oiliness. Okay, so I try to find a foundation that is either satin or mattifying. So for foundation, because my elf is almost out, I'm just gonna be applying it like that. Don't mind me. Use the pump, but I can't because it's almost done. Okay, I'm mixing these two foundations together. So, oh my god, I'm trying to get some product out of here because I refuse to throw it away until it's all done. Yeah, if you're a girl like me, you get it. The girls that get it, got it. The girls that just don't get it, just don't get it. Okay, just like that, just putting all around. That's the first foundation, but then we're gonna go with the Ruby Kiss, the Ebony one. Now this is going to be the one to go all around. Now I use this flat brush, bigger flat brush, to basically evenly distribute the foundation Uh-huh. Just like that, and then just a little bit in the middle. On my nose, definitely. Upper, everywhere. Just to give it a good start for when I use my brush to beat it in. So, yes, now. Okay, so I'm currently using two different types of setting sprays. I have the NK Perfection setting spray in matte, and I also have it in the long lasting. So before I beat my face with my brush, I am going to spray my face with the long lasting and then spray the brush, okay, to make sure that we're getting it in there. Okay, so make sure you get your neck, but I'm making sure that I get it everywhere. Beat your face, okay? This time, it takes time. It takes time. Don't rush. Make sure you are evenly distributing all of the foundation, okay? So keep on doing that until you got. Okay, so now after I'm done beating everything in, we're gonna go on to concealer. So I'm going to use the Ebony number 12 concealer, and I'm going to show you where to apply it, literally in the corners. If you want to put makeup on. Put makeup in the corners, just like that. Do it the same for the other side. I make sure I go all the way down to where my nose is on that corner, because it tends to, you know, crease and stuff. You don't want that. Make sure you get all the way over there. And put some on here, under the nose. And I put some over here. I put some at the top of my head. And also in the bridge in the middle of my nose. Just like that. I don't contour no more. So I'm going to show you what I do instead of contouring. So this is exactly, looks like I'm about to contour, but no, just highlighting my face with the concealer. So I'm just going to wait a little bit and I'll let that sit in my skin. So to blend it, I have either this same brush but used for different purposes. I have two of them. So I have this same brush but just for concealer, and I also have my beauty blender. Now, I use my brush first and then I blend it out with the beauty blender. See, it's already giving like I already done contour. Now I use my mattifying spray. Spray the brush. Spray my face. Should close my mouth. I'm talking to y'all. And I blend. Start from the bottom. I blend it out. I know it looks crazy. Trying to get my mirror so I can see what I'm doing. Blend it out, sis. Take your time. Don't rush. Set time for your makeup. Set time. Set time, baby girl. Set time. Okay? Set the time. Hour, 2 hours. Play with it. Let this be a hobby, you know? Yeah, do the same for the other side. Now the face is coming together nicely. Yeah? Nicely. You see how it looks like I'm already contouring? My nose is not even contour. Contour. My mom be like, contour. Contour. Come and contour my face. My girl. It's contour. Then from like top, I just brush it upwards. I'm so sorry for my voice, guys. Just like that. Now I'm leaving the middle for the beauty blender. We're not gonna touch that, you know. Okay, just like that. So now I'm gonna do the same thing with the beauty blender. Gonna spray it. Right now I'm gonna blend it all. Just making sure it gets in there. Making sure that all the product went in there. Now for the middle, I squeeze my beauty blender and I blend it. I dab really nicely and really slowly just to get the product in there. Boom, just like that. See how it's blended? It's blended. Don't even mind all these, you know, we're gonna get it together, right? Okay, so now using my loose powder in the Black Radiance Honeymoon loose powder, there's just something about us dark, skinny, blacky girlies that when we use anything that is already toned into our color, please use it by it, okay? So I'm going to apply it literally everywhere necessary. I start by prepping how I want my nose come out. Start prepping it. Just like that. Make sure I go under the eye too, because yeah, make sure. Because I am oily, I put a lot of powder, but that doesn't have to be your case if you are having dry skin and stuff like that, so don't worry about that. I put it under basically everywhere that you concealed. So just like that, and we just let it sit for a while. Just let it sit, okay? Okay, so in placement of contour, basically what I do is blush, right? But before we blush, I'm gonna get like a little flat brush, fluffy brush like this, and just wipe away just some excess excess powder, if that makes sense. I'm not too worried about how ashy or whatever it looks like right now because we're at the end, it's gonna seal in together. So I take any red palette. I'm honestly taking the NK Makeup Poison Apple palette. It has red colors, right? As you can see, I use this one, that one in the middle. Don't mind that one, but this pink too. So I mix up those three to achieve my blush. So I smell and I put it on my cheeks. Sometimes you gotta add that thing. Depending on how much of a blush you want, that's depending on how much blush you put. So I feel like I'm pretty good with this amount. So we're gonna be done with that. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is to grab both of my pressed powders, okay? But before I do that, I'm going in with the mattifying spray and spraying my face. I'm closing my my eyeshadow part so I don't get no spray upon that. This is where your fan come in handy. I recommend every girl to get one. Stan, you gonna close my door? Yes. You're not closing it. Oh my gosh. Bear with me, guys, because he's not going to leave the room. Okay. So I hope this is not going to be a distraction. But anyways, we just finished spraying ourselves. Now I use two different type of pressed powders, right? I have the LA Girl Pro.face and I have the NK Perfection pressed powder. The LA Girl one is in the color Chestnut, and then the the Perfection pressed powder is in Toffee. I love both of them, and so basically I'm going to use it. This one is more of my shade, and this one just gives me a little bit of a highlight look. So basically I'm going to use this flat brush. I keep on saying flat brush, it's not a flat brush. This little more dense fluffy brush, and I'm going to use it on the parts where I've concealed. So definitely under my eyes, just like that. Just like that, just like that. You see how it already gives like I contour, but it's not the truth. I am so sorry, y'all. The distraction for me. I'm gonna tell his mama. just like that, right? And so I take the other flat brush that I used to wipe away my press powder, my loose powder. I'm just gonna use it to just basically under here. So it looks like I've contoured basically. He's messing with my door. I know you guys would be like, kick him out, but no, I can't. Just like that. Right? Okay, so for this part is definitely optional, but for under my eyes, I wanted to give it very much of a dark, smoky look, right? So I use this very, as you can see, very small brush that's a little bit angled, and I'm gonna use this palette that has a black shade. I'm gonna use it just to go under my eyes, just like that. Like I said, y'all, don't mind him in the back. Sam, go close the door, please. Go close my door. Close it, okay? Thank you. Just like that. I love this. Y'all, like I said, don't mind him. So it just gives just like that. So now I'm going to use my mascara to basically clear off any excess of product on my lids, on my lashes, I mean. So yeah, I do the same on top, and I do it for the bottom. I definitely always do my bottom lashes. I love doing my bottom lashes. I just feel like it completes the look. Okay, so the next thing, I just finished applying my mascara. As you guys can tell, I usually just leave it like this because I just been not rocking with lashes for a little bit, but I'm gonna put it on lashes today. So next thing I'm going to use is my highlighter. This is also an NK Perfection highlighter in the color bronze. It is so pretty. And so I use an angled brush, fluffy brush that look like this, right? And I use it on the side, as you can tell, just to highlight my face, to give it a bronze look wherever you see. Ooh. Just like that, guys. Just like that. Bring it down just a little bit in the middle, put it on top, do my bottom, right? And then I also use another smaller angled pointy brush to just do my brows, just to highlight my brows on top here, highlight my brows on top here. I do the corners of my eyes to make sure my eyes is bright. That is what I like to do. That is not a part of the plan. That's why I love makeup. It's customizable to your liking. Okay? This right here, I'm not telling you this is how you should, do your makeup. It should look just like mine. No, it should not. Okay? Customize it to your own liking. You see that? And doesn't it look like I literally contour, but I did not contour? I did not. We don't got time for contour right now. Listen, I'm not saying that contour is bad at all. I'm not saying that at all. But I just personally don't want to do it. That's how we're looking. So next is lips. I went ahead and put on my lashes off camera. So now I take a baby wipe and I wipe off any excess foundation that has been on my lips. I'll just take that off. Take that all off. Just like that. Now, what I use to basically line my lips, I use that same pomade that we use for this side of the eyebrows, but I use this type of brush to basically apply it on my lips. Oh gosh, he's back up. Thank you. Sit. Thank you. He didn't want to sit on the bed, so don't do me. Then I line it. right? And I go in with basically a lighter concealer. This is my key. And this lipstick, well, this priming gloss stain in this color, I love it. And so I'm putting it on. It gives like a pink shade, right? But I like a little bit brighter, so I add this concealer just in the tip middle, right? And I'm using the same brush for the lip stick. I just reapply it, mixing it up. Right, do the same for the top. Now I use my middle finger. So I feel like I need a darker brown on there. I add more. I feel like my lips look big and juicy. Yeah, usually I can add another, basically the Ruby Kiss Butter Balm. Ugh, y'all, this is amazing product to gloss it on there. Like I said, I go back in the brown just to make sure I don't look too crazy with this color on. Just like that. Just like that. All right, so y'all, finishing off my spray with the matte. Just like that. Letting it dry out. Lastly, press on my powder again. This time using the LA Girl one. Just a little bit. Look at it, not too bright. Just like that. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Yeah, hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope you guys like it. I hope it was very detailed enough for you guys to understand. Saying, you is messing up my video. Can you please sit? Please? Thank you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys on my next video. Bye.